Ohio State beat the brakes off Tennessee.
Yeah.
In a not-so-fun weekend of college football playoff games. My question to you guys, and we'll do some other college football playoff observations in overtime, but specifically on Ohio State. Where the heck was this team a couple weeks ago when they played Michigan?
And that's it. Like I know, all the Herb Streets of the world want us to now kiss Ryan Days. And Kirk Herbstreit, shut up already.
He's getting
I've had
one
enough
through the mill.
I have had enough of his nonsense. Calling fans lunatic fringe. Why? Because they think that Ohio State should beat Michigan? Shut up, Herbstreit. He was so scared to make opinions, and now he's got his chest out because the big softy won one game against the soft Southern team that had to come up north to play. They played great. They should have played like that against – there's no excuse now.
They should have played like that against Michigan.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
They better win the championship. Otherwise, Herbstreit and Ryan Day can shut the F up for me.
I really thought that the Michigan loss may have broke them.
Yeah.
Mentally, like emotionally. I kind of thought it's going to go either they're going to lose the first game to Tennessee, which I kind of thought they might,
yeah,
or it's going to go the other way, and it's going to infuriate them and piss them off to the point where now they just win the whole thing. Mm-hmm.
They certainly have enough talent.
Yeah, it kind of felt like that Michigan game was a breaking point. Now which way is it going to go? Is it just going – is it going to ruin them, or is it going to be the catapult that they need to – because this – I think you saw it. This is the best team in college football when they play to their capability. And that's coaching.
Yes.
Getting these guys to play to their capability, that's coaching. They have the most talent of anybody on the field. They should not lose a game. They shouldn't have lost that Oregon game. They should have won they should have.
And Jason, the aggressiveness that they played with in this game versus the uptightness, I guess, that they played the Michigan game is it's unbelievable.
This is the best team in college football when they play the way they're supposed to play.
It's different. So the difference between Michigan and Tennessee is nowhere near as physical as teams in the Big Ten.
They were supposed to have this monster front seven. Where was that?
Michigan, you dealing with people that is going to fight each other with butter knives. It's going to be long and painful. It's not going to be a quick death. They knew they had them on the ropes, and when it was that cold, I also think, did you hear what they were talking about during the game? They talked about how they usually have pep rallies, and nobody wasn't there. Like Ohio State was doing pep rallies and different things where they usually go to John, what's the heck his name is?
St. John Arena,
St. John's
the Skull
Arena.
Session.
Yeah, they was like, for the first time, there wasn't people like that. It wasn't there. And they was like,
I've been to a couple of those. They are packed.
They packed all the time.
Yeah.
And I think
their walk into the stadium, was full of Tennessee fans. Like, they can say
crazy.
whatever they want now about it wasn't a takeover. It was a takeover.
Yeah. But it disappeared because Tennessee, Ohio State took over the game.
Right.
And I got a buddy who ran track for Tennessee. He went down to Ohio State to watch the game, and he was talking about how, it's Tennessee Vols. We out deep. It's here. And I was like, listen, then at the end of the game, boy, they were salty.
They had a long drive home.
Paul Feinbaum was like, y'all was frauds. I think Ohio State, who they got next round?
Oregon.
They're actually favored over Oregon.
They should be.
Undefeated 1-seed, which is kind of funny, which goes back to the point of this is what Ohio State was supposed to look all season. This is why
Ryan Day deserves the criticism.
They had championship or bust expectations, regardless of some people in Columbus.
It's a neutral field. They should be favored over Oregon. They should have beat Oregon at Oregon. They had some dumb penalties early.
Oh, the second round is not at home stadium?
No, it's Rose Bowl.
It's the Rose Bowl.
It should be.
It's the Rose Bowl. That's going to be – I will say this, though, Bull. This is going to be a theme. A lot of them teams that SMU smoked. Indiana smoked.
That first round sucked.
Yeah, but what do you expect?
You two were telling me parity. I told y'all we didn't need 12 teams.
No,
hold on.
I'll take my apology.
They're going to put 12
apologies.
They're going to put 12 teams in here. But what they are going to start doing is being like, Alabama's going to get a nod.
So the games don't matter? If you win games, it doesn't matter at all?
No, I mean, they do matter, but they're going to start.
How do we know Alabama would have played any better?
Listen, I covered college. We're probably getting into the overtime stuff now, but I covered college football for 10 years before I went to the NBA. I covered Ohio State. I wrote in 2003, I think. Andy Geiger was still the AD, and we went round and round about this. This was under the BCS system, 8 teams. That's it. You got to win your conference. You want to make the regular season matter? Win your conference. Ohio State wouldn't have been in this year. You take you at the time it was six major conferences, 2 at large. You have 1 spot for Boise State or whatever. You got 1 spot for Notre Dame if they're worthy. You can figure out how you figure that out. 8 teams, first-round home games.
Save it for OT because we're going to get that for OT.
I think the 12's fine. I won't go on any further. But it's 1 year. You can't overreact to 1 year. The seeding is bad. They'll fix it next year.
You don't need 12
We'll get to
teams.
that in overtime. But Ohio State, real quick, because then we got some super chats.
Yeah.
If Ohio State plays the way they did on Saturday against Tennessee, will they be national champions?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yes.
they could beat anybody playing that way.
Yes.
Do you expect
But
them
they
to be able
won't
to play at
because
that
Ryan
level for
Day's
No,
a bad coach.
I don't expect them to play at that level
Yeah,
for
no.
3 more games. No.